Hey everyone, welcome to PhoneArena's in-depth video review on the HTC Inspire 4G, which is available right now through AT&T for the contract price of only $100. It's quite an affordable handset considering it's a high-end device. It features a large display similar to the HTC Desire HD over in Europe, and it also has support for AT&T's HSPA Plus network. For some people, the HTC Inspire 4G might look familiar. Now, that's because it's an identical replica to the HTC Desire HD in Europe and has some quality materials that it uses, and has kind of looks similar to the HTC HD2 just because of the curved back cover. It's fairly streamlined for something that's packing a large screen. You do notice some of the weight, and it is a little bit larger than other phones out there, but we do like its choice of materials. It has a unibody aluminum exterior. It's complemented with some soft touch materials on the sides and the top. It gives it a nice character, but the overall industrial design is definitely something you'd expect out of HTC's camp, and we're very happy with the overall look and feel of the handset. Easily the first thing that captures your eyes when you turn on the handset is its massive 4.3-inch Super LCD display, which has WVGA resolution, so that's 480 by 800 pixels. And just like the HTC Evo 4G, it produces some really nice details. It's very crisp too. We definitely prefer its color output over the traditional LCD displays out there. It just looks a little bit more vibrant than anything else. It's very responsive to the touch, as you could tell, and it offers some acceptable viewing angles, but you'll still need to shield it away from the sun when you're using it outdoors. On the left side of the phone, we find its volume rocker. It's kind of marginally sticking out. It's very stiff to the touch, so we did have some difficulty in pressing it. You also have a nice large grill here for the earpiece. On the left-hand side there, you have the LED indicator, while on the right is the light sensor and proximity sensor. With the dedicated power button on the top edge of the phone, it's kind of raised from the surface and doesn't offer the best feel with the finger. On top of that, we weren't really happy with its response when you press it down. Finally, at the bottom edge, you simply have the 3.5mm headset jack, the micro USB port, and the notch there for the microphone. Flipping it over to its rear, we find its 8-megapixel autofocus camera, and as you can tell, it kind of juts out from the surrounding area. Luckily though, the lens is kind of pushed in a little bit, so it doesn't really rest directly on the lens cover. You have the dual LED flash, and you have this notch there for the speaker. Below here, you can remove the bottom cover here to reveal access to its SIM card slot, the micro SD card slot there as well. It's kind of very easy to take off, but we can't say the same about the battery cover. You got to really yank it off. And what happens when you remove it, it cuts power to the device, but you do get access to the battery. Powering the device is none other than a second generation 1GHz Snapdragon MSM 8255 processor, and it comes with 768 megabytes of RAM, so it offers a lot of speed. As you could tell just moving about the home screen. We also have a live wallpaper activated, and it just moves so fluidly, there's barely any evidence of lag. Overall, just opening up applications, doing kinetic scrolling, everything seems to screen very quickly with the HTC Inspire 4G. Naturally, we're treated to the latest version of the Sense UI running on top of Android 2.2 Froyo, so you get support for things like tethering and even Flash 10.1. There's a lot of personalization, and honestly, Sense is one of the preferred customized experience that we actually like out there. You have different scenes you could choose from, which changes the widgets and even the background wallpaper. You also have different skins, and you could tell just like the buttons on the home screen are kind of changed a little bit. And there's just a lot to love about it. You could also perform a pinch gesture on the home screen to get to helicopter view. You could select the home screen and you could jump right into it. Also with the HTC Inspire 4G, you get access to the HTCSense.com cloud service, which basically allows you to do a bunch of different stuff like forward your phone calls. You could even remotely erase your phone in the event that you lose it, but you have to set up an HTC Sense account. Typing a message with the handset isn't a problem thanks to the great HTC keyboard it has. Now, the great thing about it is that it employs some of the numbers and even the punctuation directly from the main keyboard. So as you're typing, if you want to quickly type in a number, you could perform a long press and automatically will put it in. Same thing applies to a punctuation as opposed to clicking to a different keyboard. Now, the on-screen option provides for ample room and it's very responsive, but if you tilt it to landscape, it's going to present you with a little bit more room for your thumbs. The Gmail app works similar to any other Android handset out there. It offers HTML emails. On top of that, you have things like threaded view, and you have the ability to actually favorite or store specific emails. But setup is quite simple. Generally need your username and password for automatic setup. In some cases, it will require other specifics such as server addresses and even ports. Thanks to its large display and support for Flash 10.1, the Inspire 4G offers a fantastic web browsing experience. You could double tap a specific area to zoom in, and it offers smooth kinetic scrolling, as you could tell. It has multi-touch gesture support to zoom in, zoom out to a specific level, and right now it is playing all the Flash content on our sites. Now, when compared to other handsets, it does download complex web pages pretty quickly, but not noticeably faster compared to other AT&T handsets out there. Luckily, we're greeted to an updated music player interface on the Inspire 4G. Now, of course, you could tell as it's playing music, it's going to show things like the album cover, track information, even on-screen controls. But the beauty in it is found when you tilt it to landscape. It offers like a almost cover flow-like interface here. A great visual presentation as you're browsing through all your albums. As far as the audio quality from the speaker, it is kind of shrill. It's not the strongest out there, and it seems like it is kind of straining a little bit. You could enhance it by using the different effects, Dolby Mobile or SRS enhancement, but they weren't really as great as we would like them to be. With its beautiful looking Super LCD display, it makes watching videos such a joy. The one we have here is encoded in MPEG-4, 1280 by 720 resolution. It doesn't have any problems in playing back whatsoever. There's no any pause, no slowdown, no lag, and overall there's plenty of detail, and with its large size, it makes for an ideal candidate for watching videos. Since this is a Sense device, it's going to be geared towards social networking individuals out there. You have something like FriendStream, which basically aggregates all your social networking accounts into one place. It's your one-stop shop for all your needs. You could post a message to your respective accounts. On top of that, you have even the feature to upload a picture simultaneously as well. You also have the dedicated widget on the home screen you could use, which makes it very easy and quick as far as posting a message or reading all the messages from your friends. There are also a lot of nifty apps preloaded with the device, such as the Connected Media app, which is a DLNA service, so you could stream your media content to other devices out there. You also have Wi-Fi hotspot, which allows the Inspire 4G to act as a mobile hotspot, share its broadband connection over Wi-Fi to other devices. And on top of that, you have this app, Transfer Data, which is pretty nifty, just because you could transfer data from your old device onto the Inspire 4G. There's one thing that we love about the Inspire 4G and taking photos. It's the mix of different shooting effects you could use when taking shots. You have this neat one with distortion. It distorts the image. You have also just the usual types, depth of field, which basically fuzzies. It gives you that fuzzy look with the background. But in terms of just quality, with its 8-megapixel autofocus camera, it should be decent enough for most people out there. In outdoor conditions, it does retain a lot of detail, so we're pretty happy with that. But it mostly takes some cooler looking shots, just a tinge of blue to it. Especially it's more noticeable indoors under artificial lighting. Unfortunately though, in low lighting shots, there's an abundant amount of noise that you can see, and detail kind of takes a little bit of a drop. But with the dual LED flash, unfortunately, it doesn't do a good job at all. It tends to make the images come out overexposed, and it does have this yellow hue to it. Regarded as being a high-caliber handset, it's only fitting to find the Inspire 4G offering 720p video recording. Now, for some people out there, they'll probably be more than satisfied with the results, but when compared to some other high-end devices out there, it doesn't quite live up to the same quality. There's just a lot of artifacting going on with its recording. It also lacks continuous autofocus, so you gotta do touch focus to focus the scenery. We're not also particularly too pleased with the recording, the audio recording. It's kind of mute in tone. It doesn't make voices sound a little bit more muffled than anything else. But luckily though, it shoots at a frame rate of 28 frames per second, so that's pretty smooth. Aside from the horrendous quality of the speakerphone, we're more than happy with the calling quality through the earpiece on the Inspire 4G. The voices were clear and distinct on both ends of the line, making it very easy for us to hear our callers, and they could very well comprehend us as well too. The earpiece is strong enough to provide ample volume tones, but we did notice some evidence of static, which is very prominent on the middle and also loudest setting. With the speakerphone though, it does produce a lot of crackliness, which made it very difficult to hear our callers. We didn't experience any problems with signal strength with the HTC Inspire 4G. As you tell, it's pretty solid right now, and we didn't have any issues as far as dropped calls. The H Plus right there indicates that it has HSPA Plus connectivity, but we weren't too thrilled with the overall results that we found. We're just going to quickly show you here the results that we got from our speedtest.net app. We're just going to run it really quick to show you the kind of speeds we're getting out here. So as far as latency, it gets 492 milliseconds. Download speeds looks pretty normal from what we've seen on other AT&T devices, but not HSPA Plus ones. So it's right now at 1247K download speeds, while the upload speed is kind of ridiculous. Usually it's a lot faster than this. We would probably easily get over the 1000K mark, but right now only 137K up. Pretty bad compared to other AT&T handsets out there. Lastly, battery life isn't one of the strong points with the HTC Inspire 4G. In our experience, we got less than a day on normal usage. Light users should get at least a day, but if you're heavy users out there, you're probably going to want to constantly charge this device whenever you can. Easily the best thing about the Inspire 4G is its $100 on-contract pricing, and seeing that it's a relatively new handset, it's very surprising to see it fall in that price point, easily offering a lot of value for the dollar. Now, there are some stuff that it's missing that we wish it had. For example, since that it offers HSPA Plus connectivity, it should have at least a front-facing camera, but doesn't offer that feature, so you don't get all the nice stuff with video chat and all of that. On top of that, we weren't really too impressed with the HSPA Plus speeds. Honestly, other non-HSPA Plus devices on AT&T's network do get better speeds than this from our experience. But with the Inspire, it's a pretty respectable device. You have a large display, you have a fantastic design, pretty good in terms of taking photos and videos, and honestly, for $100, you really can't beat it at all. So if you'd like to learn more about the HTC Inspire 4G, or for all latest cell phone reviews, news, specs, and information, you can check us out at PhoneArena.com.